Alright, welcome back to another edition of the Spinato Spin. Great to have you here. Hope everything's going well for you in the new year. But I gotta stay on the same topic, and I'll probably stay on it for a while. We gotta talk about the resolutions. The resolutions are very, very important because what it does is it gives you an opportunity to start over. You know, the reason why they're New Year's resolution is you're saying, okay, I'm drawing a line in the sand. This is where it ended, and this is where it starts. But I said it last time, you can always start a resolution. It doesn't always have to be at the beginning of the year. You got to keep yourself focused, and you got to keep yourself going. Yeah, just to give you an idea, there's two key words that basically tie this whole thing together. A resolution is when you resolve to do something. And the little kid said, and this is true, the little kid said, I know what resolve means. It means when you make a promise to yourself. Yeah, that is what resolve means. You resolve that this is it. The decision's been made in my mind. Now it's just a matter of having it transform itself in real life. Well, resolving works that way. You know, another word might drive this home even better. We've all heard about the Declaration of Independence, right? You know, some people say, well, I declare. Well, I declare, and when you declare something, you made a solemn statement. You made an exact, explicit statement that you're going to do something. How's that? Maybe that sounds a little better than resolving and declaring and all this stuff. Excuse me, hold with me for a minute. But I'll tell you another thing too. As we look at one another and as we study one another and we understand more about one another, one thing we got to focus on is we got to understand where we stand. You know, all three of us, if you will, the past, the present, and the future are all in this together. Look at your life as a three-story building, okay? But here's the kicker, though. Most people have the guts to tell us about two of their stories. See, we all have three stories, but only a few have the guts and the real guts to tell us about the three stories. Our past, our present, and our future. See, who's got the guts to tell us what their future's going to be? You? You got the guts to tell somebody, well, this is what I'm going to do in the future, and you just watch me. I'm going to be doing that. And here's what I plan on doing. And here's why I plan on doing it. See, that's the difference. You see, when you're in a situation and you're saying to yourself, well, this is what I'm doing now. Everyone can tell you. Ever notice that? Anyone can tell you the old story. Well, back in the day, this is what happened, and this is how I wound up here. Yeah. Well, what are you going to do about it in the future? What's your plan? What is your plan? What are you declaring that you're going to do? What do you resolve to do? What's your resolution? We see where you are now. We see where you've been, all that happy stuff. Well, what about your future? That's what it comes down to. See, that's what the resolution comes down to. It's all about the three-story building. It's all about the three stories you have to tell and whether or not you have the guts to tell the third story. And, you know, most people don't. Bottom line, most people don't make it through their resolutions. Most people don't get their life changed. Most people stay right where they are. There's an old story. Real simple, old story, old traveling salesman traveling across the land, comes to a farmhouse. Hears this awful sound. And he asks the farmer, he said, what is that sound? Oh, it's old Buster, our old dog. Must be laying on a nail. And the traveling salesman says, oh my God, dog's laying on a nail. Why doesn't he get off? Instead of making just that awful sound. You know what the farmer says? The farmer says, I guess it's not hurting him enough. Well, what about you? What about you? What's not hurting you enough that you're just sitting there wailing and complaining about? And moaning and groaning and griping? Get yourself going. Isn't that what it's all about? Isn't that what we're put on this earth for, to help one another? Well, I'm here trying to help you. I'm trying to get you off that nail that's sticking up your butt. Get yourself going. Jump up. Get going. Do something. Make a difference. Just decide to do something more often than you do now. Feel better about yourself. I got one other thing I wanted to cover, and I didn't want to miss it, so bear with me as I flip through my cards here. Yeah, here's another thing, too. Declarations are fun, but we've all done them before. Have you ever done something for charity where you'll tell somebody, you know what, I'm going to walk a certain amount of miles. Will you sponsor me? Now, that's a big statement. If you say you're going to walk a certain amount of miles, that is a declaration. That is something you declare you're going to do. And then the person sponsors you and you generate the money. Oh, what about yourself? What about yourself? You're doing it for charity. Why don't you declare you're going to do something special? Why don't you say, I'm going to lose 20 pounds. I'm going to, do a triathlon. I'm going to make an extra $20,000 this year. Why don't you just set your mind to it? You could do it, and you're not far from it, and you have no idea the power that you have until you start testing yourself and keep charging. Give you another real quick story, and we'll let you go on this. We ran a bike hike-a-thon. A friend of mine, or a fraternity brother of mine, back in college a long time ago. Matter of fact, it's his birthday today. I'll give him a shout-out. He knows what today is, January 10th. Happy birthday to you out there. You helped me run the bike hike-a-thon. And we raised a whole bunch of money for the American Cancer Society. Why? Because we made a declaration we were going to do it. And we told a lot of people before it happened. We told the police department in New Britain that we were going to do it. We told the president of the college we were going to do it. We told, obviously, the people that were running the Cancer Society, that chapter. We told them we were going to do it. I got in front. I never did this before in my life. Probably how I became a little more outspoken as I got older. I got in front of 750 people in an auditorium and told them we were going to run a bike hike-a-thon. 750 people. I couldn't even see half the people. I couldn't see anything. Just looking into the whole darkness. But it was an incredible experience, and I realized a lot of things. You could do anything if you put your mind to it. Well, the declaration was made. We did it. We raised the money. A whole bunch of people showed up. Why? Because we made a declaration we're going to do something and we stuck with it. That's all you got to do. Get yourself going. Certain projects, anything. Break it into little pieces. Get yourself moving. And make that decision and get going on it. Super talking to you. Always love talking to you. I hope next time we talk you could say, hey, Mr. Spin or whatever, I did get going on this. We got things going. We're excited about it. Give us some examples. Get back to us. And we can't wait to hear from you. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye now.